So you choose Scout, Standard, or Heavy. Also, I'll note, all of these armors have a pea suit in them.
Now, does the pea suit also plot armor, or?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so, but...
Yeah. You don't double P. No one double Ps.
Scout armor.
Okay, the Scout armor gives you the trait Quiet.
Okay.
And it gives you an extra 2 plot armor.
What is the... Okay. So, Brawn plus Mind.
Plus 2.
And then plus 2.
Yep, that is your plot armor.
Okay.
So your Brawn ranks, your Mind ranks.
Okay. So
what's your die type?
2 and 6?
Yep.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
The die types?
Yeah, your die types.
Okay.
No. What are the die types?
4 and 12.
Oh, goddamn. You are really smart. Yeah, so that's a 2 and a 6. So you have 8 plus 2, so you got 10 plot armor.
Okay.
All right. All of you have some kind of gun. Standard Marine issue. You can choose a small gun, a big gun, or a sniper rifle. I will note, in a ship, you should never use these.
Yeah.
Unless it's an armored ship. But even then, you are in space.
It's not a good idea. Yeah.
I'll choose a sniper rifle.
Okay, so sniper rifle is 2d8 plus 1 damage. It has a clip of 5. It is semi-automatic, so you don't have to reload, obviously. The trait it gives you is distance, and it can shoot up to 2,000 meters effectively. Now, of course, if you're in space, it just goes until it stops. But if you're in atmosphere. What about you guys?
I want the one with the most bullets.
Oh. That will be the big gun.
Yep. All right, I'll take the big gun.
So you have the big gun. That's 2d6 plus 1 damage. It has 100 ammo. You can do burst or full auto. Those are the options. When you fire it, it uses 3 rounds. So that's a burst. Full auto uses 10 rounds. You should definitely write it down, or else you won't know. And it does a small AoE. So the idea here is, if you do full auto, the benefit is you hit multiple targets. But it uses more ammo. Ken already has his. You got that. Does anyone want a knife?
Yes.
You want a small or a light one? I mean, a small or a medium one?
Small.
Okay, so it's a combat blade. It does 1d4.
Medium.
It's a combat blade. Deals 1d4 plus 1. And it has the trait parrying.
And I'll also take a medium.
Yep, same difference. Now, so you guys know, when weapons, and this is for the chat as well, the way that weapons work, so they're going to be bidding traits to do things. You can bid your ninja gear. You can bid anything that, like, anything you have on you, basically. Within reason. Like, I bid my pencil top in the right situation, maybe. When you bid something, it gives you an extra die. That always starts out as a die 4. That increases if the weapon or the object has a trait or a flaw. So, your combat blade, if it's the light one, which Burgess has, it has no trait associated with it. So, it's just a die 4. That's what you gain when you throw down. However, the combat blade that's a medium that you guys have has a trait. So now it's a die 6 instead of a die 4. Now, how this matters is, let's say we advance, which means you had enough XP and you can go forward. You can fold the story into your weapons or into your ninja gear. What that means is you spend your advancement and you add a trait to your item. The benefit of that is, 1, it becomes more like what you do with it, but 2, now it goes from a d6 to a d8. So you can increase how effective your weapon is. Also, if it has 3 traits, you can bid it 3 times, plus the actual weapon itself. So that's the idea of how you scale those things. Once you get up to a D12, you can't add any more traits. It becomes what's called a relic. And so it's like, oh, that's so-and-so's sword, or whatever.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You need something utilitarian. You guys can make this up on the fly. Just put 2 little ticks on your character sheet. Items that you might have. Perfectly fine to have. You will all have, we'll say, 2 clips of backup ammunition. So on your belt. Write down all that shit, because those are things you can use.
Is it okay if I have poison?
Yeah, why not?
I just want to make sure.
It's light, medium, or heavy, and all of that is in the book.
So I have on my sheet, I have 2 vials of medium and 2 vials of light.
Yep. What they do is in the DreadLore book. All right. Your suits are, is it hermetically sealed? Is that what it's called?
Sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have a HUD, and that can tell you like a range and all that bullshit. If you want to have like an augmented HUD, put that down there. That'd be a trait. Whatever. Infrared, etc., etc., etc. All right. Security level, or SEC. Security clearance. Most people are at 0. Excuse me. Which is no SEC. No access. Being military, you have all SEC 0. That is military status, general affairs. If you want more of that, then you have to do it through gifts and that sort of stuff. Or choose traits and be like, you know what? I want higher SEC. Why do you have it? I will say, being new recruits, there's not much of a reason for you to have a high SEC clearance unless there's a really good reason you do. So, Sec 1 is General Command, Sec 2 is Command Operations. The Propaganda, Sec 3 is Initial SOC level, which is when you're getting the operatives and stuff. None of you should be that high unless, like I said, there's something with your character like you want to be an operative or something. Then, perfectly fine. Go for it. Alright. Mac, you got your abilities kind of going. There are abilities in the into space setting stuff. Yeah. Some spacey abilities. Is anyone a pilot?
I'd consider that.
So, pilot is back in the saddle again. You can pull some serious moves behind the yoke. You know the ups, downs, corkscrews, and all the dangers of zany flying. Activate expert pilot to gain 1d6 extra die when piloting a starship of scale 1 or below. Here's the thing about scale. The thing is, you guys aren't really going to mess with this too much in this adventure.
Because we're noobs.
Well, just in this specific adventure. However, I might throw like a fucking Klingon bird of prey at you. I don't know. Warbird? Romulan warbird? I think it's Klingon bird of prey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a Romulan.
Right. Yeah, it's a Romulan. Romulan.
Or Klingon. Klingon, yeah, Klingon.
So, scale
and
is
then
this.
The bird of prey is the Klingon.
Yeah.
Scale 0 is what all of your weapons are. Basically handheld personnel stuff. When you get to scale 1, you're talking about starships. And then when you go to scale 2, that's when you're talking about like turbo lasers and that kind of bullshit, like capital ships. The idea is, depending on your scale, if you're more than 1 away from something, your weapon does not affect it. So if you shoot a starship, you do no damage. Like if you sniper rifle a starship, nothing happens. It's too armored. The shields are too high. If it shoots you, you fucking die. Pretty much.
You did.
Like you will almost assuredly take enough damage to be completely vaporized. Now you can spend or you can burn a point of breath to survive that, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, what this means, Chris, is if you drop expert pilot, you're talking about starship scale or below.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot pilot a capital ship. You
Right.
can pilot the Millennium Falcon or a speeder or any of that shit.
Cool.
Are you taking that?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Are you doing any upgrades to it?
Yeah.
They
let's
give
do it.
you, each one gives you a success. So you
Yeah.
have 2 upgrades total. They
Yeah.
give you success.
Cool.
All right, you got seasoned shipmate. You have served on too many sorts of ships to count. Actually, Ken, this might be one you could take. You are familiar with all starship systems, protocols, and usage for starships of any scale. Activate seasoned shipmate to gain 1d6 extra die when operating a starship system. So this is a person who just, you get on a starship and you just know what the fuck you're doing. So that's up to you guys. Shield expert. Because there are shields, and it is a thing. Any Zen who's traveled in the black knows that shields are more essential than the SSA claims. You have learned how to use them well. Basically, when you re-engage shields, once shields have been maxed out, they go down. And you got to re-engage them. It takes 3 turns. So that's, at the minimum, 2 rounds. A shield expert can re-engage on 2 turns rather than 3. And then if you roll well enough, you can do it on 1, which is a big deal. Shock Trooper. Dropping from orbit. Entering a hostile LZ. Neutralizing the enemy. Come get some. You've been trained in it all. Activate Shock Trooper to gain 1d6 die, extra die, anytime you are doing what you do best, being a soldier. Anybody gonna take that? Good. All right, that's what we got. Any questions?
I can take that Blades Master, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll take that.
I do have a Blades Master as well.
Nice. Yeah, he's a pacifist, so if he does have to fight, then
Fighting in space, bullets are a bad idea.
bad idea. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Mac knows it.
I'm trying to leave the... Let's see. I've got you at the moment, and I'll let you know if it's acting again. It was freezing rewrote bad, and I kept having to leave the video and pop back on.
Oh no.
Mm, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are we freezing?
Occasionally, it's locking up.
Oh, it might be because we're streaming at too high a bit rate.
Do we need to turn that shit down?
I mean, we can turn it down. I don't know. Do you want me to try and turn it on the fly?
I'm going to use the bathroom anyway. It probably won't let you. You probably have to drop it and come back.
It may not. It should be an adaptive bit rate. I'm Bill, everybody.
That was such a Borat thing. Like, I'm the king of the castle.
I'm the king of the castle. Everybody must listen to me. I hear a little echo in here. I wonder why. Oh, it might be because this is turned up a little too high, so we'll bring that back. I'm presuming we're still streaming. I'm gonna wait to end the stream, and we'll just keep going.
Fair enough. So you messed with the thing?
I didn't do anything because it requires ending.
Shutting it down. Got it. Yeah. Yeah,
Bill
fair.
was exactly correct.
I couldn't find the thing in your Apple
No,
Music
no.
library.
No. I don't need you. Okay. So, that is a total of 9 points. I need 3 more. So, abilities. Whew. Alright. Abilities. It's in page 151 for anyone following it along at home. 151. Abilities. Okay. So, new rounds for taking actions and bidding your trades. In other words, they allow you to do new stuff. This makes sense. Okay. So, abilities. Okay. So I don't want any of that.
We might be going too high.
Too high?
Mm-hmm.
Too high.
Which is fine. Little Gotham, we will... Oh, she says pretty bad.
Well, that was
Oh,
the
I see.
correction for rewrote bad.
I actually thought it was like leet speak or something.
It was rewrote bad.
Okay, so what we're going to do is finish up this character creation stuff. We'll restart the stream with a lower bit rate, and hopefully that'll fix it. Also, Little Gotham, if you have any questions, I know you got a book. If you have any questions about the game or mechanics or anything, just let her rip. Okay. Do you guys have any questions?
So the abilities section here in the book, there's an abilities list, and it seems to so are there like only 5 abilities that I'm seeing here
Nope.
that are kind of in the book here? Where am I? What have I done? Because I came to 155 where abilities list is. And,
Oh, it is stopping in there.
Is that? Yeah. So we'll do that.
says
We'll
you're
do it.
coming
We'll
in
do it.
fine now.
Sorry. What?
Says you're coming in fine now.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I mean, it's such a low bit rate.
So
But
where are you right now?
I have crazy. I got 5.
Where are you right now?
I am on page
wow.
155.
That doesn't mean anything to me. What does it actually say?
So chapter 4 is abilities.
Yep.
And then a few pages in, we get an abilities list.
What does
And
it say?
it says categories and subcategories list.
Right.
Art of Magica.
Right. So those are the categories and the subcategories.
Right.
So keep on going.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's a lot to read. I understand.
but then it goes into more depth of the categories and subcategories.
Right. It explains them.
Okay.
Keep on going.
Okay. So past.
So you'll want to go to the categories, and the abilities will be within there.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
They are
right.
categorized. Is the idea.
Gotcha.
Like, it could just be a big list, but it was a call on my side so that they could be better organized.
Okay. So each category has multiple abilities.
Yes, correct.
Got
Correct.
it. Okay.
It's a simple concept that is really hard to describe.
Yeah.
I ran into this issue a lot. A whole lot.
No,
No, good. We don't need those.
Okay.
those are for running campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says if you still want to restart, I'll hang out until the video comes back on. Yeah, after we're done with all this character creation, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna pop on this angle. Okay, so you got abilities to do. What else do we have? Are we pretty good after that?
I believe so. Yeah.
How many have you chosen?
I have.
I should say, how many do you need after that?
So I've got it to where I have spent 9 picks between what 3 proficiencies and 2 maxed out abilities.
Okay, I would choose if it were just me. I would choose at least 4 to 6 proficiencies because those are your rerolls.
Okay.
And rerolls are very important.
That well then.
I would definitely do it.
Let's just go ahead and do that then.
Normally in DreadLore you're rolling 2 dice. You're rolling your action die, which is a D10, and you're rolling your aspect die, which is brawn, mind, grace, or wits.
Okay.
And then you might roll something else depending on what you do, but
and so
those dice, if they don't roll well, you usually want a proficiency because it only allows you to roll one of them.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then in that case, I just need what? I have the 3 other picks that can only go to abilities, you said?
Correct.
Okay, so I need 1 more ability, and I'll max it out, and we'll be
Awesome.
done.
Sounds good.
And
You can also hold on to it and be like, I want that one now.
okay.
Because remember, you can make up abilities.
Right.
You can be like, I'm an engines expert. And then what does that do? It means you're good at fucking engines. I mean, you can fuck engines, but you're good at it. So you get like upgrade 1 gives you +1. Upgrade 2, +2.
Okay.
Basically, abilities are supercharged traits.
Okay.
That's what it is. Now, it needs to be specific, and you need to clear it with me,
Right.
right? But,
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to be like, I'm good at sharpening pencils. Although, if you're Hulker, you probably would. Was that your...
That was my doorbell.
No.
I'm gonna go answer it.
But
otherwise, yeah, I'll hold that ability.
That's cool, because we're gonna restart this bitch and do this thing. Little Gotham, we're gonna restart. We'll be right back. So...
Boop.